Hello, language architects. Kimberly here on day 12 of our Learn to Speak English Without Fear 33-day challenge. And today we're demolishing a major wall that stands between you and effortless English. Welcome back to our journey where we accelerate years of struggle to speak English into months of growth and acceleration. We've learned to embrace the music of speech on day 3, build micro habits on day 8, turn mistakes into fuel on day 9, honed our active listening skills on day 10, and even practice speaking solo on day 11. But there's one frustrating cycle we keep getting stuck in. You know the words, but they just don't flow. You find yourself literally translating every single word in your head from your native language. And that's exactly what we're going to break free from today. Today is about going beyond the dictionary to build intuitive, natural English. If you are tired of translating word for word and ready to express yourself naturally in English, tap that like button now. Comment "flow" in the chat so I know you're ready to break free. And share this video with someone who feels their English is stuck in a translation cycle. You know the feeling, right? When someone asks you a question in English and instantly your brain starts working overtime. First, you translate their question into your native language. Then you formulate your perfect answer in that language, word for word into English. And by the time you manage to string a sentence together, the conversation has moved on. The moment is lost. You feel exhausted, slow, and that dreaded robot voice or even silence takes over again. This is the translation cycle. It's one of the biggest blocks to accelerating your fluency. It's why you feel like you know the words, but you can't use them naturally. It's an exhausting, inefficient way to communicate, and it keeps you from thinking directly in English. How can you get years of English in months if your brain is constantly doing double the work? You can't. The secret to breaking the translation cycle isn't knowing more words. It's knowing how words go together naturally. It's about learning lexical chunks, entire phrases, expressions, and common groupings of words that native speakers use all the time without even thinking about it. For example, if you spoke Portuguese, you don't say "ter fome," have hunger. You say "estar com fome," be with hunger. You learned "estar com fome" as one chunk, not two separate words. English is the same. Native speakers don't build sentences word by word. They use these pre-packaged chunks. When you learn in chunks, you're bypassing translation. You're training your brain to instantly access natural expressions. You're not just adding words to your vocabulary. You're adding entire thought units directly into your English brain. This is how you build momentum. You build intuition. This is how you speak naturally. Let's put this into action. How do you find and integrate these powerful chunks? Through something that we call the chunk capture method or sentence mining. Whenever you come across a new word, don't just write down the single word. Write down the entire sentence or phrase where you heard or read it. Highlight the new word, but always keep it in its original context. For example, if you hear the phrase, she's over the moon about her new job, don't just write "over the moon." Write the whole sentence, because "over the moon" is one chunk meaning very happy. If you just write down "moon," it means something else completely different. If you hear the phrase, "I'm swamped with work," don't just write "swamped." Write, "I'm swamped with work." This teaches you that swamped means very busy, and it often pairs with work or with tasks. Review these captured chunks daily. Say them out loud. This teaches you not just what one single word means, but how it is used, who says it, and in what situations. It builds natural usage. The next thing I want you to try is the phrase stealer technique. This technique focuses on your active listening skills from day 10. This drill will build your chunk library. Now, while watching your favorite show, listening to a podcast, or even reading a book in English, pay attention to how native speakers express common ideas. When you hear a phrase that sounds natural, useful, or interesting, steal it. Pause, write it down, or save it. Look for common greetings beyond how are you? For example, what's up? How's it going? Long time no see. Look for ways to agree or disagree, like, I couldn't agree more. That's a good point. I beg to differ. No way, Jose. Look for transition words like, having said that, on the other hand, to wrap things up. Now, I'm going to play a clip for you now. Listen for a natural way for this native speaker to say something like, no problem, or it's easy. Are you ready? Listen for this.
Okay, so you can't meet me at 8? No biggie, we can meet later. Okay, so you can't meet me at 8? No biggie, we can meet later.
Did you catch it? That's right, it's no biggie. That's a perfect phrase to borrow or to steal. This is what active listening is all about. It's searching for ready-made language you can use instantly. Think of it like collecting Lego bricks, not just in single pieces, but whole blocks you can use to build real sentences. Next, I want to introduce you to the Rephrase It challenge. Pick a simple idea you want to express. For example, I'm very busy. And then challenge yourself to express that same idea using 3 to 5 different English phrases or chunks. For example, you say, I'm very busy, or I've got a lot on my plate, or I'm swamped. My hands are full. I'm juggling a lot right now. Do this aloud using your solo speaking practice techniques from day 11. This builds your flexibility. It trains your brain to find multiple ways to say something rather than being stuck on one literal translation. It builds your confidence so that you can express yourself even if one phrase escapes you, you know another. Here's your challenge for the next 24 hours. Integrate these 3 powerful techniques into your daily English routine. Use the chunk capture method for at least 5 new phrases or sentences that you encounter as you go along your day. Identify and steal 3 phrases as you listen or read something in English. You want to take one common idea and complete the Rephrase It challenge, 3 to 5 different ways to say it. This is how you break free from the translation cycle and start thinking and speaking directly in English. This isn't about learning English. It's about living it, naturally and expressively. This is how you accelerate. Remember, true fluency isn't about knowing every single word in the dictionary. It's about knowing how to combine words naturally, instinctively, without that mental middleman. It's about finding your authentic voice, not by translating, but by expressing yourself with the same ease and flow you have in your native language. Embrace the chunks. Embrace the phrases. Embrace your natural expression. That's the true path to freedom in language. I'll see you tomorrow for day 13. Until then, same energy, same passion, same dedication to your unstoppable English journey. Keep building those chunks. Bye-bye and God bless.